GFQ, where everything I fix is gluten-free. My name is Travis, and tonight I am making burgers. But not just any old boring burger. We're doing smoked southbound burgers. 4 ingredients. I've got 2 pounds of 80-20 chuck, magic sauce, Lanes Southbound. This stuff is delicious. I'm gonna season it with some butt rub, Myron Nixon's butt rub, and I'm gonna come over the top with some Montreal Steak. So let's get going. I've got half a cup of the southbound sauce. We'll put it right over the top there, and we'll get that mixed up. I've got one of those little burger makers that makes a perfect patty. I'm gonna get this mixed up, and then I will show you the seasoning over the top. Stay tuned. So we've got these patties out. I actually put these in the freezer for about 6 minutes just so that they keep their form. So now I'm gonna go ahead and season these with 2 different seasonings. I'm gonna start with the Bad Byron's butt rub. And I'm just gonna hit it, just cover everything on the top there, on all of these. I'm actually gonna do both sides. I'm gonna hit it generously on the top, and then I'm gonna come over the top of that with Montreal Steak. We'll do the same thing here, generous, making sure I cover the top. Then I'm actually going to press that in to make sure that because this is the side that will actually go on the grill. I'm going to be using my little Weber tonight. I'm going to cook these indirectly with Kingsford charcoal and a chunk of hickory wood. So just give this a nice little pat here, and then I'm going to flip these over, and I'm going to do the same thing. This bottom part is what will be in contact with my grill. I'm not going to do any flipping tonight. So once I put these on the grill, they'll stay there. It's going to take roughly 30 minutes, give or take. All right, so I'll go ahead and hit the side, and we'll get it out to the grill. We got a hot grill going on here. We'll go ahead and take these burgers and put them right at the line of fire there, not directly over the fire, but right there at it. And I'm gonna try to squeeze. I might not be able to get all of these in there. I'm gonna try to squeeze them right on that front row there. See if we can. It's gonna be close. I got one that actually turned out a little bit smaller, so what I'll do is I'll put him on that second row, and I'll rotate him up here in a little bit, probably about the 20-minute mark. I'll make sure that he gets up here. I'm gonna take my thumb and just gonna put a little smash, just a little smush right there, just to make sure they cook flat. I don't want to draw it like an old hockey puck. I'm just gonna take my thumb just like so, just gently. There we go. We're gonna close the hatch. I got the vents wide open. We're gonna close the hatch, and we're gonna just leave it there. Again, I'm not gonna do any flipping. I'm just gonna let them sit right there. I may march them up just a little bit closer here in just a bit, and get this guy up toward the front so he gets the same amount of heat. I'll also turn these about 180 degrees so I get some of that charring action here on the sides. I did add a little chunk of hickory wood, as I said earlier. That's gonna give it that rich smoke flavor. I'm gonna make sure that my vents are on the opposite side of my fire so that smoke is rolling over my meat, and we'll be back. 20-minute mark, let's take a peek. I believe they are done. I want a little bit of pink in the center. Let's turn these. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, got some good crust on the outside there. Got a little smoke. I can already see a little smoke ring. This little guy here is kind of opened up. We're gonna go ahead. I'm not even gonna temp these up. They're good to go. So again, it only took about 20 minutes. Got my fire a little bit hotter tonight, especially with that wood. So I was shooting for 30 minutes, but hey, we get to eat a little bit sooner tonight. That's never a bad thing. All right, so I'm gonna get these off and get these in, and I'm gonna show you how I like to decorate my burger. All right, we got our burgers plated up. I'm using char ciabatta bread as my bun. I really like those for my hamburgers over any kind of like gluten-free hamburger bun. Those are really good. They hold up good. They taste great. And obviously I've got my Duke's Mayo on there. And I found a new jalapenos called Candy Crisp Jalapenos. They're called not too hot, not too sweet. And they are really good on hamburgers. And obviously I've got my Lanes Southbound. That's the main ingredient of these burgers. Really, really good stuff. I love Lanes, and I love all their sauces and seasonings. So I'm actually going to pour a little bit of that Lanes there on the side, just kind of dip it in. I'm a little bit of a dipper. I like to dip my burgers. All right, so moment of truth, we're going to give it a taste, and I'll kind of give you the rundown of what we did after our first bite here. But yeah, it's actually got a little bit of a smoke ring there. You can kind of see on the burger. The crust and the flavor of the Southbound and those jalapenos kind of coming through. That's really good stuff. Man, what a burger. That's good stuff. So just a little bit of a recap. So I took 2 pounds of 80/20 chuck, and I took a half a cup of this Lanes Southbound. Mixed it together. Used one of those fancy little hamburger mixers that you pack it in, and it gives the perfect size burger. We put it in the freezer for about 6 minutes just to harden it up, make sure it stayed firm. I seasoned it with Bad Byron's seasoning and Montreal Steak over the top. Put it on my Weber for 20 minutes at high heat, vents wide open. I put them indirectly, so right there at the fire. They're right there at it, not over the fire, but right there at it, and let it go for 20 minutes. And that's all it needed. And I brought it in, and the rest is history. This is one great burger. Hey, my suggestion is next time you have a cookout, do this, and all the friends there are gonna think you're some kind of barbecue genius. Have a good one. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time, GFQ.